we are here to talk about 3D games. What's the most important thing about 3D games? Why is it interesting?
Well, 3D gaming is interesting because you get really into the games. It's not like it was before you're playing 3D games in 2D. This is actually real 3D, so you get this depth that you have in real life, so you really get into the game. And what NVIDIA has done now is that they've also launched the 3D Vision Surround, which you have 3 LCDs that you can run at the same time, and then you also get this wide 3D vision that we have over here in Jeeves PC store. And it's not like what we've been experiencing before. It's so much more, and it's like you can experience all the games all over again. There are some games that are developed directly for 3D vision, but actually most of the games that are on the market do work with 3D vision. So what if we take a look over here and see how it works?
Okay, let's do that.
So what NVIDIA has done, like all the other active 3D goggles that we have on the market, is that they have active glasses that works like they shut off your right and left eye, and then they show 2 images at once at the screen. And what you need to be able to do this is a 120 Hz screen, because each side of the goggles, they shut up with a 60 Hz frequency. So it's basically the same frequency that you had before, but instead of showing just one image, you're showing 2 images at the same time. And by shutting up one eye every time, or first right and then left, you actually get this stereo image that we are used to when we're just looking around in the normal world. So it actually, for the human eye, looks exactly the same as it would in real life.
Do you need to charge the goggles, or are they wireless?
They are wireless, and actually the battery lasts for a couple of hours. So it's only now during the event that we have them connected all the time, because I think they only last maybe 5 hours or something like that. And they are actually very smart. They get the signal from the IR sender, and as soon as you take them away, they shut off. So they are very power efficient. As soon as you end the game, there's no IR signal, and then the goggles shut off automatically.
How do you know if you can play your favorite game in 3D or not?
There's actually a list on NVIDIA's homepage where you can find all compatible games, and there they specify if the game is working well or good or excellent. So that's a good way to find out before actually trying and buying the goggles if it will work.
Is it expensive?
Well, it depends on what you think is expensive. I think this pair of goggles is around 120 euros or something like that. So of course it's not cheap, but then the 3D experience that you get from this is so much better than anything else on the market. Of course, there's the polarized glasses. But then you only get half of the resolution, because what they do is that they use every second line for one of the pictures, and then the other lines of the other pictures. Actually, in real, well, you only get half the resolution. It looks crappy. If you look at text, it's barely readable, and you can only sit right in front of the screen. So if you're several people, you can't use this technology at all. So that is why the NVIDIA 3D Vision is the best solution out at the market right now.
What's the basic setup to get started with 3D gaming?
Well, first of all, you need a 120 Hz screen. And we at Asus, we just recently launched the VG236H. And with that one you will have to buy an extra pair of glasses from NVIDIA. And that is basically the only thing you need on the LCD side. It's the 120 Hz, and that it's approved by NVIDIA, because they have put some of their technology into the screen so this actually works. Because if they haven't done that, when the glasses activates, the screen becomes completely black unless you turn your head sideways, then you can see it. But if it's approved by NVIDIA and they have their technology inside, it's reversed. So actually you can see it when you look normally, but if you tilt your head, then it becomes completely black. So that's also very important. So we couldn't just have made a 120 Hz screen ourselves. It needs some of the NVIDIA technology in it.
How about laptops?
Laptops, we've actually made one model that is approved by NVIDIA, and that one of course also has 120 Hz screen. And to be able to watch real 3D, you need actually twice as powerful hardware, since you need to show two images at the same time. So you can actually see when you turn up the 3D effect that you get twice the FPS. So we need very powerful hardware, and therefore we made a really powerful notebook with a 120 Hz screen, and that's the first one that came to the market with NVIDIA technology. It's called G51JX.
How about pro gaming? If you want the best experience you can get, what should you get?
Well, definitely you need a 120 Hz screen for pro gaming, because all the images are so much smoother with 120 Hz. And even though if you just look at the still image, you don't really notice it, but as soon as you start moving a cursor, or if you start scrolling some text, you see it right away. And in games where everything is moving all the time, it feels so much better for your eyes. Everything is so much smoother. It's just the feeling that you get, it's fantastic.
Sounds good. Thank you for the interview.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome.